Hello, welcome back to Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Naranda Brown here, your host, and today we'll be doing a reaction to the 2022 Qatar World Cup draw. Are we happy with it? What are your reactions to it? Let me know in the comment section. And remember, like, share, subscribe. The more likes the video has, the wider the reach. And folks, please remember to check out our preview to Champs. That one will be coming up at the weekend. Champs, the biggest sporting event for teenagers anywhere in the Caribbean and anywhere in the world for that matter, where some of the best athletes and world champions are made. Usain Bolt, Shelley and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson Hera, all of these individuals, they came through Boys and Girls Champs. So look out for that one, turn the notification on so you don't miss a beat with Halftime TV. All right, so as I said, we'll be going through each group for the 2022 Qatar World Cup draw. I know obviously Jamaica isn't there because the Reggae Boys are out, but our counterparts here in CONCACAF, how did they fare in the draw? United States, Mexico, Canada, what were the draws for them like? And what can the teams who are vying to qualify for the World Cup expect to be playing against come later on this year in the World Cup games? Remember again, folks, if you have any feedback, any comments whatsoever, just leave it in the comment section. As always, we appreciate it. Before I go any further, let me say thank you to my sponsors, Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. Quick Link Shipping, anything you need shipped into Jamaica, they have you covered. Check them out on Instagram at Quick Link Shipping, and RS Sports Store for all your sporting clothing and apparel. Check them out. That's where I got this wonderful Chelsea jersey here. I've had it since Yokohama was sponsoring Chelsea. Really good quality. Some of the best sporting gears, really. So check them out, RS Sports Store. I'll leave the link in the description so you guys can just click it and head on over to these wonderful young business people. All right, so we'll be going into the draw now. Group A, we have Qatar, who were given an automatic place, obviously, because they're the ones hosting the World Cup. We have Ecuador, who some may say took Colombia's place in this year's World Cup. We have Senegal, and we have the Netherlands. So one team basically from each confederation represented in this one from Asia, which is Qatar, CONMEBOL, Ecuador, African Federation, Senegal, and Netherlands from UEFA. How do we feel about this group? What are our predictions? I think Qatar, we saw them in the Gold Cup. They're an okay team, considering the quality they'll be up against. One blessings as always. We appreciate the continued support. One of our biggest supporters, one. You're always here. You're always giving the support. You're always commenting. We appreciate you, and big up yourself. All right. So in this group, I think Netherlands will advance top of this group. However, it's between Senegal and Qatar for second place. I think Senegal, they left it late to qualify for the World Cup, but nonetheless, Qatar is still a relatively good team, and we saw them at the Gold Cup. We saw what they were capable of doing. They would have built on that because they would use these games and these competitions as practice matches leading up to the World Cup. So I have Netherlands qualify top of Group A with Senegal. I'm just going to toss it in there. I have Edward Mendy, sorry, falling into the trap of some of these analysts as well. So we have Edward Mendy representing Chelsea in that Senegal team, and there's also the fantastic Sadio Mane. So we're going to work with Senegal for second place in that one. But it will be a competitive group. Each team in this group, they play competitive football. They know how to win it dirty. Qatar in particular, again, you won't see some of the biggest names in this Qatar team, but as a unit, they operate very, very structured, and they're very cohesive based on the games I saw them in. So again, Netherlands to win, Senegal to come in second, Qatar a close third, Ecuador I have bottom of that group. All right, so moving on to Group B, and Group B is the group in which we have the Three Lions, one of the most hyped teams going into this World Cup. Some may say they're even favorites, but I beg to differ. They have won a major tournament in quite some time. They only won one World Cup, and that was in the 60s. So do I think England will win the World Cup this time around? Italy was the team that kicked them out of the or result of the team that decided the Euros instead of England. They tipped England to that trophy, and Italy they're out as of now. We're seeing some reports coming in that there's a slim chance Italy may very well be at the World Cup because of what's happening with Iran. We're keeping an eye on that, and as of now, Italy is out of the World Cup. England's group, England obviously they'll go into this as favorites. They have one of the best league, but they have the best league, not one of. They have the best league in Europe. They have one of the best strikers in the world in the form of Harry Kane. They also have the worst defender in the world in the form of Harry Maguire. So let's see how that balances out. I hope Harry Maguire doesn't play. If they have any intention whatsoever of winning the World Cup, they need to ensure that Harry Maguire is kept as far away from the team as possible. But Gareth Southgate, he will say otherwise. He will say Harry Maguire has been a competent servant of the Three Lions, and he's never disappointed him in an England shirt. So let's see how that plays out. Let's see if he goes with his trusted lieutenants, or he gives the likes of Fikayo Tomori and Mark Gahey, all these guys, Ben Gibson, who have been playing good football at the club level. Let's see if these individuals are afforded an opportunity to represent their country at the World Cup. So we have England, we have Iran, as I mentioned before. Iran, they're somewhat in a limbo right now, awaiting FIFA's verdict as to what will happen. Just to give you a bit of background, 2,000 females were restricted or prevented from entering the stadium, and it was a reoccurrence because it happened as well in 2019, and FIFA gave them a warning. They said stringent measures would come in place should it happen again. It happened again. No team has ever been kicked out of a World Cup having been already qualified. So let's see how this one plays out. Blessings, Walker. Blessings. Welcome to Halftime TV. Welcome back, folks. Again, we've been on somewhat of a hiatus. We're back now. We're trying to get as much content out as possible, and we want you, the viewers, to continue to share, continue to like, continue to subscribe. We're over 4,000 subscribers. When we just started, we were 2 subscribers a week. Now we're growing by the hundreds, and hopefully in a few months' time or a few weeks, we'll be growing by the thousands. And that's all because of you or valued viewers and subscribers. We appreciate you, and words don't express it enough how I appreciate you. So don't worry, I'll have some surprises for you come a few weeks' time. I'm still waiting on some sporting apparel as well from RS Sports Store and from some of my friends in the national team. So if you want, you can reach out. I can make it happen. Okay. Again, so England, Iran, the United States, and the fourth team in this one, it will be either Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland. The Ukraine situation resulted in their game being pushed back. So let's see how this plays out. But I think Wales, they're on a good bit of momentum going into the playoffs. Let's see if they'll be able to bring it all the way. Let's see if Gareth Bale can end his career on a high by taking this Welsh team to the World Cup. So again, still, regardless, I think I can make some predictions. Personally, I like Wales, but Ukraine, considering what's happening now, I think it would be the ideal fairy tale story if Ukraine were to qualify for the World Cup. Blessings, Ryan LFC, always a pleasure. But as I said, it would be an amazing Cinderella story if Ukraine were to qualify for the World Cup. Some may say FIFA should have given them an automatic spot. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes in the same confederation. Question, isn't Wales, Scotland, and England in the same confederation? Yes, they're in UEFA. So, folks, the first thing I noticed when I saw the draw was there is a team from UEFA in every single group. All right, there's a team from UEFA in every group. So we haven't seen a team outside of UEFA win the World Cup since 2002, and that team was Brazil. And folks keep saying, when will we see an African team, or when will we see a South American team, which is effectively CONMEBOL, win the World Cup again? It's challenging because the field of play isn't level, right? The playing field isn't level. UEFA, I think they have 13 places at the World Cup. So It's if you like maths and you like doing ratios, you'll realize that having so many places means they have a greater chance of a team coming from their confederation winning the World Cup. So I won't go into that too much now because that's a discussion for another day. But okay, it's one from every other confederation per group, but two from all right. So as I said, Europe has a representative in every group, and that is a result of the number of places that UEFA is granted in the FIFA World Cup. All right, so we have England, Iran, the United States, and Wales, Ukraine, or Scotland. Let me know who you think will make it to the World Cup of those three: Wales, Ukraine, Scotland. All very good teams. Ukraine, I think they have a competent team. I saw them at the Euros. They were good before the Euros. At each tournament that I've seen them over the past few years, they have been good. So I think Ukraine, they play robust. They're hard to break down, and it's just one of those teams that you don't know what to expect. I think Wales, they play a little bit more on the flair side. The football is oftentimes pleasing on the eye, and Scotland is a little bit similar. Of the three, I think they're all good teams, and bar Ukraine, not even barring Ukraine, because as I said, any team that qualifies for the World Cup of these three, it will be really big, right? It will be big for every one of them. Scotland, they get to the World Cup, it will be an amazing story. Wales, the same thing, amazing story. I think the Welsh folks will go crazy, and if Ukraine gets there, it will be the perfect Cinderella story, the love story, considering what's happening now in the world with Russia and Ukraine. So again, I'm waiting to see who comes out on top in that one. But we have England, Iran, United States, and any one of those three. Let me know who you think will qualify. But my bet is England to top the group, and it's a tough one, It's a tough one. All right, let me know who you think will finish second. But I think England will top the group. Let me know who you guys think will finish second. I have Wales, Ukraine, Scotland. It's between either one of those and the United States. Do you think the United States will tip whoever it is to second place? And I saw some Western pundits saying Canada and the United States, the draw was favorable for them, but I must disagree, because I don't think this group is particularly an easy group for the United States to maneuver. With the latest FIFA ranking, Mexico, they gained places in the ranking. I think they're at 8th or 9th, somewhere there. But again, the rankings mean nothing. It's a team that goes out on the day and who plays to win. Of these teams, I think the United States, they can get ahead, but I haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough to convince me from the United States team, especially throughout these World Cup qualifiers and the Gold Cup tournament, to convince me that, okay, this is the team that can actually compete with some of the best teams across Europe. So let's see how that one plays out. I'm going to reserve my comments for that one for the latter part of the show. For Group C, we have Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Robert Lewandowski. Ooh. Again, another tough one, but again, Argentina, I'm going for Argentina to top this one, and Poland to finish second. Mexico, we'd love to see Mexico finish second, but I think this is one of the worst Mexican teams in quite some time. So Poland finish second, Argentina to finish first. Let me know what you think. You agree with me? You think my thoughts are ludicrous? Let me know. But again, that group: Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Those are the four teams in Group C. Lionel Messi, I think this would be his final World Cup. He made a speech the other day indicating that he's not sure what his future holds come post the World Cup. So I think this will be the last World Cup for him. He'll give it a final push to take it home back to Argentina. So we'll keep an eye on Group C, and we'll keep an eye on the magisterial Lionel Messi and what he has to offer in that one. All right, so now over to the Yeah. Group D, Group D. I was gonna say the big one, but I don't think it's that big of a group. France, Denmark, Tunisia, Peru, Australia are United Arab Emirates. I think France and Denmark should finish that group in that order. France first, Denmark second. I think the Danes, they're a tournament team. The Danes are a tournament team. We saw them at the Euros again. They have a good batch of players now who have been consistent, have been competent at the club level, and they've transitioned that form over into international football. So I think Denmark, they will do well in the tournament as they did well in the Euros the other day. Denmark to finish second. France, I think France has a world class player in every position that you can fathom. In midfield, they have world-class midfielders, and then they have world-class backup midfielders. I think the only problem I have with the French team, and some people may disagree, but I think it's time Hugo Lloris is uprooted. He's the captain. They have him there. He's a mainstay. Managers won't change him, obviously, because he's been so consistent. But I think his club form has been abysmal, and I think the AC Milan goalkeeper Mania should be given an opportunity. But again, that's me. That's me. Let me know what you guys think. That probably won't happen, but I'm just throwing it out there. France, again, top team, will go into this tournament as one of the favorites. So I expect them to top the group. Paul Pogba, different beast when he represents France. Kylian Mbappe, again, we have Nkunku, who came through the ranks of PSG, decided to make the big move. He's currently playing at Leipzig, and he has, no, as things stand, the best goal assist. Well, one of the best goal assist stats this season. I think he's almost at 40 goals and assists combined, and he's playing for RB Leipzig. So you can check him out. He recently got his first call up. Christian Nkunku, keep an eye on that youngster as well. He will be at the World Cup, no doubt, if this form continues. All right, so France to finish top, Denmark to finish second, in my opinion. All right, we're moving on to Group D. No, moving on to Group E. Yeah, Group E. So in Group E, we have Spain, Costa Rica, or New Zealand. I think Costa Rica will beat New Zealand, by the way. Germany and Japan. Now, going through all the groups, I think this is the toughest group I've seen so far. Yeah, this is the toughest group I've seen so far. I think probably this one will be called the group of death. Yeah, probably or probably not. I haven't seen a standout group of death. I think Japan, they have been very good throughout the years. They have a good development system where they've added younger players to the fray. They've transitioned the players from the youth setup into the senior setup very, very well. So I think they will be competitive. They're always competitive, as a matter of fact. If we remember clearly, they gave Belgium the shock of their life in the last World Cup. So again, keep an eye on the Japan team. But Spain and Germany will be the two big guns in this one, and they'll be locking horns for top of the table. I think Spain will finish atop the group. I think Germany will finish second. Germany, they're still in transition. The new manager recently took over, is still trying to find his best team. Spain, on the other hand, I think Luis Enrique, he has already found his best team, and he's building on that. And the core of this team is youngsters. So again, he trusted the youngsters and took them to the Euros. They did a job for him. Morata, is he the one to lead the line? He has the statistics to indicate that he is, but personally, I'm not a big fan of him. But he still has the likes of Dani Olmo. He has the likes of Ferran Torres, the former City player, who they can chip in with a few goals here and there. So again, keep an eye on that Spanish team, Sarabia as well, Pedri. So many good youngsters in that fray. I think Spain will top the group and Germany will finish second. But again, as we draw closer to the World Cup, we will be doing more comprehensive assessment of the groups, and I'll be giving you a full-on breakdown of each group. Maybe I'll do a group a week. Who knows? We'll see how it goes and what the future holds. But Spain to finish top, Germany second. I think Spain top, Germany second. for the remaining two, I don't know. I can't pick between them. But I'm going to go Japan and then Costa Rica. I think Costa Rica hasn't been great. It's an aging team. They're slow. They're lethargic. They're trying to sit deep and to play to their strengths because they don't have the legs anymore. The Japan team is oftentimes very, very exciting. They're filled with energy. And I think that will pose some problem to the Costa Rican team. So again, I'm just going to throw my hat in the bucket and say Japan third, Costa Rica fourth in that one. Moving on, we are over to Group F. And this will be the last opportunity, the final opportunity for Belgium's golden generation to win win something. Eden Hazard, he's out for the rest of the season. Chances are he will be ready for the World Cup. Romelu Lukaku, his form is abysmal at the club level, but whenever he plays for Belgium, he delivers. Kevin De Bruyne, fantastic player, never disappoints. He will be the one leading this team if they're to win anything. Thibaut Courtois, fantastic as always for Real Madrid. And again, Belgium continues to bring through youngsters, to bring through talent that we can look at and we can say, okay, that person is going to be the next big one, or that person is going to be the next big one. So again, let's assess this one. I think Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia. This is a very tough group for Canada, and they are really our best chance at the World Cup if we're talking about quality, because the United States, they haven't been great. They may have some quality players, but they haven't been playing very well. The same thing with Mexico, haven't been great. Canada, on the other hand, they've been a revelation under John Herdman. So this group, I don't think it's very favorable, if I'm to be honest. I think Canada will finish bottom of the group. Yeah, so I think Canada will finish bottom. I think it's a tough one. Yeah. All right. So Canada to finish bottom, Croatia third, Morocco second, and Belgium first. Belgium first, Morocco second, Croatia third, and Canada fourth. I think Morocco, they have been good on the back of the African Cup of Nations. I think the timing is ideal because if we check it out, the African Cup of Nations is in the same year as the World Cup, and they had a successful tournament, although they didn't win it, but we saw what they were capable of doing. So I think Morocco, they have a very good chance of making it to the second round. Croatia, I think with the likes of Luka Modric and Brozovic and all these individuals, they're aging players, right? Croatia isn't the Croatia of 2018 where everyone was in awe and the talent there was young. And no, it's a different Croatia team now. Rebic, the likes of Kovacic, good players in there still. However, I don't think it's enough to take them to the second round. So I think Croatia will just miss out on a second round berth to Morocco. But again, it's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. That's what really counts. All right, moving on to Group G. And Group G is home of the #1 team in the world, Brazil. Yep. Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. I think Cameroon almost didn't even make it to the World Cup, having had such a good showing at the African Cup of Nations. I think this will be an easier one. Brazil, Switzerland to top this one. Cameroon third and Serbia fourth, in my opinion. All right, Group H, I'm moving on. I'm not dwelling on that. Group H, we have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. Now, this one is an interesting one. All right, so I'm just going to go Portugal and South Korea. Uruguay, they have been struggling of late. Croatia were very poor at the Euros. I think Morocco are dead. Anyone make it out, in my opinion? I say Belgium and Canada. Nice. We'd love to hear that. Can Canada compete with some of the best across Europe and across the world? We'll see. I'm not banking on it, but I'm hoping. All right, so in the final group, which is Group H, I have Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. Let me know what you guys think in this one. I have Portugal to top it, I think South Korea will finish second, and then Uruguay and then Ghana rock bottom. Let me know what you guys think. I think again, these are predictions that are that are surprising to some, but we're not going with the traditional route. Don't have as much quality, but they have a smart style of play. Yep, Canada, and they play as a team. They play as a team. I think Canada need to change your goalkeeper though. I don't think Borjan is it. I think they still need they need to dig deeper for a goalkeeper. His experience, he's been around the block, all of that, fine. But I just don't think he takes them to the second round. Let me put it that way. All right. So again, for Group H, the last group, I have Portugal to top it, South Korea to finish second, and then it is Uruguay and then Ghana at the bottom. All right. So there you have it, folks. Those are my predictions. I'll go over it again, who I think will top each zone. For Group A, I think Netherlands will top it. Group B, England. Group C, Argentina. Group D, I have France. Group E, I have Spain. Group F, Belgium. Group G, Brazil. Group H, Portugal. That's how I have it. Let me know how you guys have it. Let me know what you think. Who will top each zone? Portugal and Uruguay. So yeah, I think Uruguay, they have been struggling off late, and that's why I went for South Korea. I think South Korea, their football is crisp. I've watched them a number of times over the past few years, and I think it's an intriguing team to watch. They play some beautiful stuff. It's amazing, and you guys will see them too. You'll see them at the World Cup. And then you can make your opinions. You can bank your decisions on those when it comes down to predictions. But again, remember, like, share, subscribe. Noranda Brown from Halftime TV, folks. And remember, if you're new to the channel, turn the notification button on. Ensure that you don't miss a beat with Halftime TV. As I said, we'll be doing the Champs preview probably Saturday afternoon or Sunday afternoon. I'll keep you posted. I'll post a flyer on my YouTube channel as well, just to ensure. Yep, South Korea technically very, very good. All right, very good team. And I know we'll look at the names and we'll say, but this team is a traditional big team, or this team is an orthodox big team. No, that's not what's gonna happen this time around, folks. The team that plays the best football is a team that oftentimes win. And if you're playing to win, you're gonna go out there and the results will reflect accordingly. All right. South Korea, they're playing some of the best football in Asia right now, and they qualified early. That's why, not because they were granted any favors, but because they're playing better football than most of the teams. So check them out, South Korea, a team to watch at the World Cup. Maybe one of the dark horses to maybe make it to the semi or the quarterfinals. Who knows? But we are glad the draw is complete, and we can't wait for the World Cup to get here. Still a few more months to go, but nonetheless, we're excited and we can't wait. We can't wait. Like, share, subscribe. Noranda Brown from Halftime TV saying, see you guys later. Take care. Enjoy what's left today and enjoy what's left to your weekend. All right. Bye-bye.